Oh, my bad. I had to get together. Welcome to the show. Welcome. It is me, your girl, laborally, aka Cat. Listen, we got a lot to talk about tonight. We have some things on our list to talk about tonight, but let's get to the formalities. Let's get to that part because this is a crazy kind of show. I want to do it a little differently tonight because of the things that transpired before before the show happened. So that's how we're going to do it tonight. So, first things first. It is Media Monday. It is definitely Media Monday, and we have some things to talk about. We have to get into Media Monday mayhem. It's crazy out here, y'all. Like, there's so many things to talk about. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, so I'm gonna play this commercial from our affiliates. So I gotta if I'm sorry if I'm taking too long. So I'm gonna play this commercial from my affiliates, and then I'm gonna jump into everything. Let's go. What's up, guys? It is me, your girl, Labora Lee. And guess what? Today is a great day to start your own podcast. Whether you're looking for a new marketing channel, have a message you want to share with the world, or you just think it would be fun to have a talk show, podcasting is an easy, inexpensive, fun way to expand your reach. Buzzsprout is hands down the easiest and best way to launch, promote, and track your podcast. Your show can be online and listed in all major podcast directories like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more within minutes of finishing your recording. Following the link in our description, let Buzzsprout know that we sent you, and it gets you a $20 gift card from Amazon when you sign up for a paid plan. And it helps support our show. So let's start our podcast today. Let's get to creating, people. Time is of the essence. All right, I'm back. All right, so let's talk about a few things tonight. Tonight is kind of an anniversary, I guess, because it made me reflect upon, I want to say 11 years ago. I'm going to share the screen real quick so y'all can see what was happening 11 years ago today. What I'm about to show y'all happened 11 years ago today. Hold on, let me get y'all right. Hold on. Let me see. So you can really see. So in this picture, you have myself. We have a young Mr. Calvin Marcus Smith the Crook, and we have a young Mr. David Marcus, Mr. Wrath Almighty himself in this picture. And then you also see that we have Keith Murray in the picture. So that was 11 years ago today. That happened. We had a show. Um, let me explain something to you really quick because I want to get into the storyline. But I can't explain it to y'all. I can never remember the name of this place. I remember where it is specifically. Like, I can point you in the right direction. And this was a monumental, like, I felt like that was a monumental night for us as young ones trying to come up. I felt like we was trying to do something, but for the life of me, and recently the name has come up and we figured out the name of it and I forgot it again. That's how fucked up this shit is. Like, I might have smoked too much. But 11 years ago, that's what I was doing. So that y'all know. I'm gonna take this off the screen real quick. But 11 years ago today, That is exactly what the fuck I was doing. I don't lie to y'all. I would never lie to y'all. Like I don't move in them like when I talk my shit, I talk my shit. So it is what it is. All right, let's get into what we gotta get into tonight. But that was just crazy that popped up tonight. Shout out to Snook the Crook. Shout out to fucking Wrath. Fun times. Girl loved her life in them years. I wasn't a mommy then, though. So that y'all know, I wasn't. Listen, I was child free. I was living my life and I was just doing what the fuck I want. But here's the thing, I also was an adult at that time. So it was a different kind of life. It was. All right. So let's talk about Stevie J. Stevie. I saw this, but let's get into this. So, Stevie J says that the incident that ended with his son and himself getting booted off of a plane, it was Delta Airline to be specific. So, the incident where him and his son were escorted off at Delta Airlines, was rooted in race. And he believes white travelers would have gotten a pass. Okay, let's get into it. Stevie says that the gate agents told him and his son, Stevie the second, to toss their alcoholic beverages before boarding. Okay, so that's the first part of his story. And he believed, I'm sorry. All right. But there was no way they was going to waste their listen, Stevie. So they wasn't trying to give up their alcohol. He says they threw back the drinks and scanned their boarding passes and were walking down the jet bridge when all of a sudden dozens of police were walking down the jet bridge when so they had a barrage of police real quick, right? So that's what he's saying. They just wanted to have a chit chat. Stevie says that it's a case of power hungry cops mixed with racism, claiming police took things too far and would never treat white passengers in the same way. Stevie says he's a good guy. I wish I could do, because that just felt like it should fit. But Stevie says he's a good guy who was making people laugh in line on board of the so as they were boarding on, he was making people laugh, and he's surprised that happened on Delta. Stevie threatening legal action, so now he wants legal action, and now he says he doesn't want beef with Delta, but hopes that they can come to terms and hash it out. All right. I will say this. When traveling, I've traveled a few places in my lifetime. I'm not going to get into all of that. Sometimes they can be a little disrespectful on the traveling tip, and especially when you are Black. I'll just give a specific incident. I won't give the airline or anything, like, to so to speak. Let's just say when I flew in, I flew straight in, which is usually the case for me. That's so weird. But when I flew in, I flew straight in, right? But the fly out, I had a layover, which is normally the case for me. I've always had layovers. But this particular layover was in Memphis, Tennessee. Now I was excited because it's Memphis. A lot of good music comes out of Memphis, right? So it was just like, oh, it's Memphis. I wish I had more time in Memphis. I think I had like 2 hours in Memphis, and I was afraid that I might miss my flight back to Baltimore, and I didn't want that. Right. So, what I did spend in that time was because I'm a very organized person. I went and made sure that I got some food, and I did whatever I needed to do. If I needed to use the ladies' room, which was probably first before I got my food, but that's not the point. I did all of the things that I needed to do, and then I went and retrieved my food. I paid for it. I got on the plane. Now I'm on the plane, I'm strapped in, I'm ready to go. And this chick from this particular airline that I cannot say, which I wish I could say tonight, she walks up to me and she really did give me a hassle about the food that I paid for outside of the airline. But she's like, oh, people are going to think that you bought this from this airline. And I'm like, dude, how? Do you have that on your tray? No, you don't. You don't have what I'm eating specifically on your tray because this was a specific selection from my brain. So there's no way that you could have ever had that. But yeah, she gave me a hassle and I gave her a hassle back. So maybe, just maybe, Stevie J and his son did, maybe they played with him a little bit. I don't know. I don't because the footage that I received and that I saw, you could perceive it a lot of ways. You could really perceive it a lot of ways, but it is what it is. Let's move on. Larry Nassar. I hope I said Nassar. Nassar. I hope I said it right. Anyway, after 5 years of battling, a 5-year battle, the hundreds of gymnasts who were victims of him, which claimed sexual abuse, and it's like the case is at this point at $380 million. Is they came to, that's the settlement in the lawsuit for the gymnasts and the USA Olympic Committee. See, all right, I'm going to keep talking because y'all know how I will go into my automatic tangent, and I feel the trigger coming on, so just bear with me. MSU settled with 332 female athletes back in 2018 for $500 million, and on Monday, the United States of America gymnastics and the USOPC raised a total of $880 million, the highest settlement amount for a single perpetrator in an assault case. I can't say the other part. According to ESPN. ESPN. Y'all, like, I'm gonna get it together. This settlement is the result of bravery of hundreds of survivors, because I got so much to say about this. Hundreds of survivors who, despite legal obstacles, long odds, and best corporate legal talent money can buy, and like they had to refuse to be silent. Thank you, girls. The gymnast attorney, John Manley, told the outlet the power of their story eventually won the day. Along with the money, as a part of the settlement, the United States of America gymnastics and the USOPC have vowed to make a huge change within the organization to ensure the safety and betterment of the athletes. Some of the teams from the United States of America's biggest stars have spoken out about this particular dude like Simone Biles, who claims that his abuse had made like it triggered mental health and struggles within her life. While it is a big moment for all of the survivors, they're not done fighting and they're currently calling for punishment in the FBI's handling of this case. Listen, this case is kind of a trigger because, everybody gets to see what it looks like as far as being a gymnast. And let me check my time. Hold on. We good. All right. So everybody looks at it on the TV, even the ice skaters, like whatever you do as an Olympic gold medalist, whatever you do as an athlete, whatever you do as an entertainer, whatever it is that you do, it's like there's some sick, twisted, sadistic thought that like, oh, you brought it on yourself because you have this great talent. And it's just so sad that all of these, like, I'm reading through this case and there could never be enough money when you bring harm to a young lady, because usually it starts from grooming into the process of the assault. It's no amount of money that can ever bring them happiness because that's still going to be in their mental thought. And that's coming from a survivor of another situation. And when I'm ready, I'll talk about it. I'm not talking about it today, but like this one bothers me a little bit because it's like they kind of want to sweep it under the rug, but they can't. And so it bothers me. So next we're going to talk about Zach Stacy. But before we get into all of that, because it is kind of an anniversary and I feel like I need to do this tonight. Let me get my mouse where it needs to be. I really feel like I should do this. But it's not going to be the Pennsylvania. Let's do animal shit. I did love this video. It was dope. Animal shit, dirt platoon. We can replay that real quick. Let's go.
It's Baltimore, gentlemen. The gods will not save you.
만개교 살인경. Right. We some motherfucking my fucking partner, I'm a monster. Almighty myself, my nigga. Yo, almost better than I ever was. Dirty motherfucker with a mean mug. I break fast in the session. Break a man up, then sit down and eat breakfast. Clear catastrophic danger. Black grown monkey with anger, give me 10 feet. I'm unselfish with an ass whipping. It's 10 niggas snook the crook. Yo, my whole situation purpose in life. Get a pie, give my peoples a slice. Roll dice to keep myself self-satisfied. I'm disturbed, in other words. Motherfucker don't say shit. When my temper get tested, my buttons get pressed. My main veins start to poke through my flesh. Break through and counteract with the death. Beat him, then pound on my chest. The honorable, mighty, the best, the head chef. I leave a footprint when I start. Grab a mic and do damage to come. I'm a motherfucking animal. Animal. Yo, I always leave a footprint when I start. Grab a mic and do damage to come. I'm a motherfucking animal. Nigga, I push the pencils to the lead break. Plus I'm known to write, ain't got a pen. This skinny brown nigga in Thames. Like me smack mucus out your dumb ass. You 1/3 of what I used to be. Break MCs, then pound my chest like a primate. It's not good to get me irate. Looking like live bait. Raw steak food for the wolves. Know they gon' feast till they fall. Take a pull, I declare war on whoever. Let your mother be the judge to prove that I'm better. Clever with my wordplay. Plus I say it much sharper. Arthur, my voice touch the hearts of toddlers. Leave grown folks in shock. Rock knots, put speed knots on foreheads. Crab cake niggas get served as hors d'oeuvres. Rest getting fed to the birds. Tossed out on the curb. Hey yo, soldier noses, foxholes and bunkers. Empty then reload. Heartbeats, numbers, terrorists, the corners. I pull that Smith and Wesson 686 and make a motherfucker strip like he work enormous. Niggas pat you on your back and search question. Never answer false, you I'll break your Adam's apple with 8 pounds of pressure. Slip the crook so fast I can chase down the leopard. Bike shift can bring down a bison. Over the last 10 years it been 300 sites. Yeah, face covered with hair like a bad bitch Morgan State. Only thought in my head is I wonder how his organ tastes. You know we stay on the animal shit. Dirt Platoon, aka the Cannibal Clique, cause we eat rats. I'm a motherfucking animal. Clever with my wordplay. I'm a motherfucking animal. Animal shit.
So that was a project off of the Warface joint. I mean, hold on, because I'm doing adult shit that I don't want on camera. Anyway, I can cuss now. We at almost 10 o'clock. We good. So anyway, as far as these girls and the whole setup, because we left this on the screen for a particular reason. So it seems like, well, what's so crazy is it seems like the large settlement, but the girls will only, they only gonna get that because, and I'm getting into my personal views, what I'm about to say does not reflect upon Ambitiously the podcast or Ambitiously Entertainment, but from my own personal standpoint, they're gonna take that couple of million because they feel like it's a lot, but it's really not. It's really not a lot for your soul, baby girl. And that's how I feel about that. Like, it's about. It's so weird, right? These times that we live in are so fucking weird. Let's get this exact Stacy real quick though. All right, so if we follow the NFL over here, we know this. I'm not about to get into my Ravens rant tonight because that's a whole nother lane. And I have so many feelings to reflect upon that I should probably do one. I'm thinking about doing a sports segment. Let me know if that's something y'all want to hear because I be over here ranting. I do. I be over here going, let me know. Send me, drop me a direct message. Whatever. Let me know how y'all feel about that. But anyway, Zach Stacy is the gentleman who I hate to use the word responsible, but maybe responsible for the video footage that we recently viewed where he was slamming his girlfriend around. I think his son was like 5 months old and he slammed his girlfriend into the television. And I don't think I know because I saw, but I'm going to say it's, I think, and allegedly, just to keep it safe over here. But it was a lot going on in that situation. So we have more on this case. This is what I love. So Kristen Evans was Stacy's ex. She is vehemently, so she's vehement about, she's denying that Stacy's claims that she staged the attack because a video did surface. Hold on, I got that though. I think I got that on. I'm gonna let y'all hear that real quick. I want y'all to understand what we are talking about. So give me a second. Oh, I got that. Here we go. Listen. Oh.
Months ago, I'm here to support the mother of my child in her last trial. And she let her know that I wasn't trying to be with her, nothing like like that. And this is a case of just bitterness, man. That's what she did. The whole assault thing, she staged it. She set me up. I just found out a week ago that she had an affair with my attorney. You know what I'm saying? With your attorney that's meeting you with my financial advisor. Because I just got a rehab for anxiety depression like 8 months ago. I dropped everything to come down here and support the mother of my child in her last trimester and the baby. And I let her know that I wasn't trying to be with her or nothing like that. This is a case of just bitterness, man. That's what she did. The whole assault thing, she staged it. She set me up. I just found.
Okay. So now that we heard that, now we'll get into the tea. All right, so she claims that that all of that is some bull crap. That video actually came to fruition today. Evans added, this is what abusers do. They will make it seem like you're the crazy one. Trigger. All right, they'll make it seem like you're the crazy one and that they're the victim. Zach Stacy told the cops that the brutal attack on his ex was off stage, claiming that the woman set him up because she was bitter. He didn't want her. She was bitter because he didn't want to be with her anymore. The former NFL running back's conversation with the officers was all captured on, which I just played that for y'all. Like, so y'all heard what we heard. Yo, that was a trend. And the arrest footage, Stacy was heard speaking to the Orlando police officers. We already heard what he said. So he said it was a setup, and it was all supposedly because he didn't want to be with her no more. Stacy, I'm not gonna read what I already just played. He said he came back for the baby, which we already know that. The former St. Louis Rams and New York Jets player told officers that the woman knew he wasn't in a good place mentally. Okay. And he said that he had just gotten out of rehab for anxiety and depression. And she used to get a reaction out of me. The 30-year-old was eventually taken to the local police office, the local police station, and booked on charges of felony aggravated battery and felony criminal mischief. Stacy is currently out on bond. Let me tell you something. Like, and I'm gonna reference something that happened in my city. That also triggered me. I will say this. Now, usually I would start with the ladies, but I'm gonna speak on the fellas' behalf tonight. Ladies, we gotta stop doing shit to fucking fuck with motherfucker. Like, listen, that's like, I don't know what their situation is, and I don't all the way know what the situation that I'm about to speak on is because I wasn't there. Everything that I'm speaking is allegedly, but sometimes you just don't know what somebody dealt with prior to when you got with them. It's a lot of things that if you're paying attention, you can learn. And if you're not paying attention, then you bypass it. And then when you bypass it, and that goes to both genders, when you bypass it, you're setting yourself up for failure because you're not paying attention to the person that you have around you. If there is some post-traumatic stress within that person, like they still dealing with shit, if you're only concentrating on yourself, you won't know it. I get into that a little later because that's personal, but and I just say listen to the people that you linking up with, you hooking up with. They'll tell you a lot, even in the beginning, even when you have a first interaction with this person. It's a lot you can learn I'll say in the first 2 hours of meeting a person. Because if you linking up with anybody before the first hour, like what the fuck are you doing? I'm just saying. But it's a lot you can learn just within 2 hours of meeting a person. They'll tell you a lot. And I hate to say this because I don't want y'all to be out here just getting drunk and getting drunk and getting drunk. But especially if they've been drinking. You don't know who specifically that you're taking home with you. You don't know what specifically, like, what you hooking up with. And I think with these athletes, a lot of times they link out with these girls. They cute, they pretty on the outside, but in the inside, they really, really fucking ugly. And I think that was the case with Zach. Fucking ugly girl. All right, let's keep it moving. There's a lot going on. I told you I had that shit. All right, let's get to the. Let me show some love real quick, and then I get to the quick topics because I got some things to say in these quick topics, and they are. I don't even know how to feel right now. Let's get this out of here real quick, and I'm gonna come back to this. Hold on. Yo, like, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to say the metaverse because that's what it is. I guess that's what it is right now. It's the metaverse. Things are getting really, really weird around these parts, but I'm going to talk about it in a second. It's some things that's on my list and some things that are not on my list because these are things that I paid attention to. That's why they in quick topics. But we're gonna show love real quick. I love my people. I love you so much. I do. Well, hold on. I'm waiting for the screen to change real quick so I can get to y'all. So we are definitely in all 6 continents. Hey babies, I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you. I love my babies. I love you. Thank you so much. And I will never ever stop showing love to you. So we're in all 6 continents. Oh, this one shocked me tonight. No, it didn't. I'm sorry. I think we were already here. I'm sorry. I get excited when I read this. We are in 21 countries and territories. I don't know if I feel like I should be excited, but I shouldn't. I don't know. But we're going to read the list of all countries and territories we are in right now. So first and foremost, thank you to the United States. I love you. Boo-boos, I love you. France, been day ones, I love you. Forever. Germany, hi babies. India, hi, I see y'all. Y'all just creeped up on my list. This is so beautiful. Shout out to India. I would love to come there because I got a lot of studies as far as this common situation is concerned, and I need your help. Brazil. Hi, Brazil. I love you. The Netherlands, Singapore, South Africa, United Kingdom, Spain, the Philippines. Hi, babies. I love you all. I do. I love you. Belgium. Australia, Mexico, Nepal, Mauritius, Israel, Canada, Japan, Hong Kong, and last but not least, Ireland. Hi, babies. I love you all. Thank you for tuning in when you do. You don't have to, but you do, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you. All right, so I figured out how I'm gonna do this city by city. I think I haven't figured it out, but y'all just rock with me for right now. Let's get on. I'm just gonna do. Hmm. We're going to do it this way. Whatever the cities are that are on my list, as far as the newer ones, that's the ones I'm gonna drop right now. I can't say newer ones, but what's on my list? Who's tuned in recently? San Jose forever. Day ones. Been rocking with the girl, and I love you. Thank you, San Jose. I don't know what is happening in San Jose, but I feel like I need to be there. I feel like that's the space I need to be in because y'all love me the way I love y'all, and it's just San Jose. I feel like I should be there. Las Vegas, Nevada. I've been there, and I know what's going on there, and I also should be there as well. Frankfurt, Germany. Hi, Frankfurt. I love you, babies. I appreciate you, and I definitely can't wait to visit your country. Owens Mills, Maryland. I shouldn't be there because I'm already there. Let's go. I will not state the name of the city because I don't want to butcher it before. Like, I just gotta learn how to pronounce it. But they showing me love out there, and I love you. And I feel like whatever the name of this particular city is, it's in Brazil. And so, hi, Brazil, I love you. Shout out to the Bronx, New York. Hi, I love you too. Indianapolis, Indiana. Hi, thank you. Welcome to the show. And Singapore, Singapore. I know who is there. Thank you, Singapore. I love you. Shout out to you too. It's no way because I'm gonna explain why I don't do city by city anymore real quick. It's 200 cities. There's no freaking way that I can just spit out all 200 cities. So I'm just trying to find a vibe for all of us that work. If you came through, if you dropped a comment, I would know how we can move a little bit better. But for now, I'm just trying to figure out what the vibe is. But I do appreciate those that come through and check the podcast and love the podcast. And I just appreciate you all. Let me get this comment out. Hold on. This comment has to go. But I do appreciate you all. I love you all. Thank you for tuning in, downloading when you do. You don't have to, but you do. But make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. It doesn't take much. Just, you know what I mean? A click. And it is greatly appreciated. All of our links are below in one link now because we're trying to get it together, and we have a link tree link in the description, and it will take you to wherever you need to be as far as us. And we're still building on the link tree, so don't ever get it twisted. We just working on it. We love y'all though. That's why we try to make it easier for you. So then we on the time. All right, we got some quick topics we got to get to real quick. Hold on. I gotta find my house. Hold on. It must be everywhere, y'all. All right, quick topics. Let's go. So, the Dr. Our show is ending after 13 episodes. Do I feel some kind of way about that? Not really, because Dr. Oz has his stuff with him. I'm not going to cuss on that, but he got some stuff with him. Do your research. That's all I'm going to say. I always encourage everybody to research anything that I'm reading because everything I say is alleged. Let's go. Meek Mill is donating $500K for the holidays and his holiday in this little gift package in Philly. if you are doing your thing, you should be donating to your city. That's how I feel about that. I don't know that I'm too excited about him doing that. Like, I feel like you always, no matter, like, you always, like, I don't want the dealers of the day. They did that. They gave back, and if you're gonna emulate their lifestyle, why not emulate it all the way? Make sure you give back. Give back. Snoop Dogg's 1993 murder trial will be the focus of the second season of 50 Cent. Um, 50 Cent stars hip hop anthology series, A Moment in Time. I don't know if we should revisit that 50. Like, I don't know if Snoop should feel like that's something comfortable to revisit. Somebody lost their life in that particular situation, so I really don't know how I feel about revisiting that. Like, we should probably just. I'm sorry for those that can't see me. I'm doing the X-nay. X-nay. We should no. Elon Musk named Times 2021 Person of the Year. It's a lot going on between him and Bezos. I just don't know how to feel right now. It's a little scary. Maybe it's too fast for me. I don't know, but Elon and Bezos are making me nervous. I'll just say that. They're making me really, really freaking nervous, y'all. Like, dude, I don't know how to feel about those two. I'm gonna get back to those two though, but they just make me feel uneasy, and I'm gonna tell you why eventually, because I'll tell you why eventually. Travis Scott has been efficiently removed from the lineup performing himself. He's not going to be on Coachella, or he's not going to be on Coachella, and there's a lot of other things that's been happening that's been blocked from him. Here's the thing. Here's my problem, and how much time we got, because I might have a lot to say on this particular subject. I think that somebody has to be responsible. I get it. I get that part, right? I don't ever think that it should be solely one person responsible. And especially if that person is an artist. Because like I said this when this whole situation took place. It's different when you're standing, like, I've never, like, before one particular incident, and I just shared a photo of one situation with people, these particular people, and that particular incident, I wasn't on stage, but the one particular incident where I was on stage, I will say that it's kind of dark looking out there. Now I ain't gonna say I ain't here because the stage wasn't that big, but I will say this, like, we talk about people was sneaking in, people was breaking the law. It was a lot of things that was going on. Like, they broke their way in. It was way more people there than should have been. Does he encourage it? Maybe. I don't know, because I don't watch that closely, but they say that he does. And even if he does, we all have free will. We have free will. We have a mind, and that mind gives us, well, God gave us that mind, but then we have the mind, and that gives us the opportunity to think about the things that we are doing. And so I don't know that he should be held, like, be really held wholly responsible for the things that these people, because a lot of these people are adults. I don't know if he should be held responsible for all of those things that happen. And I feel like he's trying to do what he needs to do, but I just don't feel like he should bear the full responsibility. I don't feel like what could be his, his greatness should be blocked because of one tragic specific incident. No, I think that everybody involved in this, him, um, and I hate to say this because I have stock in this company, but Live Nation, whoever, Houston, whoever was involved, all of them, not just one person. And that's really how I feel. It shouldn't be just left on one particular person because everybody went ape shit, like that's what is encouraged in these concerts, and they knew what they was lining up for. Now, I also feel like those people that broke it, if you were there and you didn't have a ticket, you better not be claiming nothing. I feel like if you claim anything and then they find that you never even had a ticket, you should be charged because you shouldn't have been there anyway. And that's my honest to goodness opinion on this Travis Scott situation. And that's real. All right. So let's get to some happy news. I got to keep it moving. What time? Where we at on time? We good. Megan Thee Stallion graduated over this beautiful, beautiful weekend. And I'm gonna get to my other shenanigans in a minute. But Megan Thee Stallion graduated from HBCU, Texas Southern University. She did that. She looked beautiful. I'm proud of that particular situation because female rap artists, we don't always get the well, not we, because I'm not a rap artist. But as far as Black women, we don't always get the accolades that we strive for, and it's not that we deserve it. It's just we don't always get them. So I'm gonna give them tonight. You feel me? And one thing that I want to say before I give these accolades is that one thing that I think we as a people should understand is that not all the time. I'm gonna get to that in a minute, but not all the time are you gonna get what you feel like you deserve. You just should go out there and get it anyway. I learned that the hard way, and so I'm gonna give y'all the knowledge the easy way. Just go for it. But yes, Meg Thee Stallion graduated from Texas Southern University. She looked beautiful, elegant. She looked very beautiful, and she looked like a very happy young lady. She found love, and her boo was there to hold her down in the situation. I loved everything about that. Like, that was dope. That was positive. In my mind, it's nothing like Black love. Black love is everything. It's nothing like having a solid ass support system right there beside you. I'm gonna be honest. And so in this Meg Thee Stallion situation, with all of the controversy with the gunshot and all that bullshit, this was a moment for her to shine in a different kind of light. And it was a moment for her to shine and to show other young ladies that you could be great. You can be amazing. And yeah, Megan, she be twerking, but she be, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a grown, this is a grown woman podcast. So, and she be doing her thing on the twerk tip, but it's something uplifting in a young lady that she, despite all of the other things that she was doing in her life that could be the synopsis of what made her great. She made sure she finished her education. She made sure she went back and she handled that. And I'm quite sure there was a lot of internal emotional reasons why she made sure that was, but she did that. I feel like her mother and her grandmother both was like, no, we told you you could do that, but you got to do this too. So Congratulations to Meg Thee Stallion on your monumental feat, baby girl. I love that. That's cute. That's real cute. Ain't nothing like black excellence. It is the black experience. So what are we talking about? Yeah, man, get your life, baby girl. Let's play some videos real quick before we get out of here. I did play a Dirt Return video. Let me go to the movie by Bomb. Let's go.
Shit, yo, what's that? That boy Bomb, J. Feezy.
Been talking about this money since a kid. I fuck with a few, but most these niggas sensitive. With no sense upstairs, plus I sense some fear. And since I'm here with the year filled with flares, I'll send some there. We played the street corners with heat on us, we warriors. Kept G-packs in the sleeve, cautious how we'd hit, cause knockers would creep for us. 4 deep in ski masks, jumping out to sweep all us. You'd have thought we was drums, how they beat on us. Please, y'all just don't understand the street horrors. Did it again the next day, felt like the pay was free for us. Cause we'd be out anyway, might as well eat chorus. 4 in the morning, I got dope on the block. Marijuana burning while I'm earning that guap. Niggas selling crack, I got packs of straight drop. Paper chasing is the movie, haters come watch. Yeah, haters come watch. I hope these haters come watch. Yeah, haters come watch. Paper chasing is the movie. Hope my haters come watch. Street savvy, police had me dipping in and out of street alleys, trying to keep the fiends happy. Mommy and daddy hated how the streets had me. Family couldn't sleep, waiting on FEDs to grab me. Chasing money had me spending life in hell, soaked in gas. Years later, I'm alive and well. Spent life under the radar, couldn't enjoy and spend. Only thing I did was take trips and spoil friends. Had enough for the tester, but boy, the law would win. So instead I bought the Lexus, probably should've bought the Benz. Wish I invested all that cash I was hauling in. But what's worse is when the money gone, being loyal ends. 4 in the morning, I got dope on the block. Marijuana burning while I'm earning that guap. Niggas selling crack, I got packs of straight drop. Paper chasing is the movie, haters come watch. Yeah, haters come watch. I hope these haters come watch. Yeah, haters come watch. Paper chasing is the movie, hope my haters come watch. I hang with the kingpins and killers. I did Antigua with a slim thing in the villa. Labeled me dope boy, cause with the dope boy I fill up. Some say I'm greedy, cause I'll move 10 things in zip-ups. Others say I'm talented, the art of the flip's a gift, bruh. I did summers when most was stuck in Decembers. Spent thousands on dumb shit, I don't fucking remember. Coons act heaven sent, I got goons that'll return them to sender. A couple times niggas saw me as dinner, but statute of limitations got me like, whatever. Addicted to money, a judge called it my drug of choice. Sent me to rehab and the counselor became my plug for boy. 4 in the morning, I got dope on the block. Marijuana burning while I'm earning that guap. Niggas selling crack, I got packs of straight drop. Paper chasing is the movie, haters come watch. Yeah, haters come watch. I hope these haters come watch. Yeah, haters come watch. Paper chasing is the movie, hope my haters come watch.
That boy know this shit. That boy know he can spit. That boy manifested it. That boy knew it was written. That boy know this shit. That boy know he can spit. That boy manifested it. That boy knew it was. That boy know this shit. That boy know he can spit. That boy manifested it. That boy knew it was written. That boy know this shit. That boy know he can spit. That boy manifested it. That boy.
So I'm back. I was dealing with a few things during this little break. But apparently the officer who's responsible for George Floyd's demise is ready to plead guilty to violating Mr. Floyd's civil rights, according to a court notice, and a hearing is scheduled for upcoming Wednesday, for the former police officer to change his current not guilty plea. So, what I gather from this, I'm gonna give you a quick synopsis, real quick, how this all plays out in my head. Y'all, I'm crazy, so please don't judge me and don't take anything to what I'm saying out of my physical body to have anything to do with ambitiously devoted. But it's getting thick in that motherfucker. It's getting real thick and it's getting ugly, and he's not prepared to deal with the shit that's going down in there, and it's getting ugly. And so he's ready to change his pleas to something that'll get him out of there faster, and that's what's happening. I'm just saying. That's what's happening. That's what I feel like is happening. If you have an opposite opinion, what I'm saying, feel free to hit me up at ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. You can hit me up for whatever. Ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. Again, that is ambitiouslythepodcast. Just hit us up. ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. Hit us up. We right here. We ready to talk about all of the craziness. Make sure you check out our website, www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com. That is www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com. And because we ambitious as fuck over this bitch. Let's go. Remember, we have permission to play all videos that we play on this particular podcast. Yes. I'm not going to say all of the things that are scrolling at the bottom of the screen, because if you hit our tree link, sorry, you'll be right where you need to be. This is why we did it that way. So just to put you where you need to be. Remember, always join the conversation. We want to hear what you have to say too. Like, it can't be just me talking. I need to hear what y'all got to say. And as always, like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We need y'all up in here, yo. Like, we really do. Like, we need y'all. So, we need y'all, and we appreciate y'all. Shout out to my listener audience. They the best. I have other lists. I'm just trying to let them accumulate until I start shouting out that list. But we have backup lists. We doing things. We getting ready for what we need to get ready for. So it is what it is. You guys are amazing. I love you so much. Those that do come through, those that do donate. One person I want to shout out always, and I'm gonna always shout him out, Rashawn. Hi, baby, Rashawn calls. Yeah, I'm gonna shout him out because he's been holding the show down for a minute now. And, to all of those people who tune in and show love, I want us to engage more, though. I would like to talk to y'all. I don't want to keep feeling like I'm talking to myself. Although people pay attention, I want us to have a conversation about it. I don't just want it to be my opinion. I want it to be all of our opinions. So make sure you hit us up, ambitiously the podcast @gmail.com. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. I got a link for that in there. Ambitiously the podcast @gmail.com. I would love your interaction. I would love to hear your thoughts and how you feel about some of the subject matter that I cover. If you feel like we should cover other things, like I'm looking for that interaction. I need that. That'll make me feel like I'm whole, I guess. And with that being said, we are about to get out of here, but I love you guys so much, those that do come through. And let's go. Good night. I love you. Tune in for Wet Wednesday. I got some things to discuss that day too, so let's go.